what's going to happen until 11:30 p.m.
It's the tightrope walk. They want to see you dangle. They don't want to see you fall.
Just ahead of our newscast, NBC paid tribute to the musicians of Saturday Night Live. For many, it's not just a gig, it's almost a rite of passage. And a myriad of those musicians are from Minnesota. Rena Sargentopoulos caught up with some of them and got some behind-the-scenes stories she didn't necessarily expect.
It's probably no surprise that we would start with Prince. And probably no surprise that there was something special about his first SNL appearance.
I can still remember how nervous I was.
Bobby Z is the drummer for The Revolution, the band behind the man. It was 1981, and Prince had just released the Dirty Mind album.
It was an amazing situation because we weren't actually the musical guest. Todd Rundgren was the musical guest that did the normal 2 songs.
Bobby says somehow someone convinced Lorne Michaels to let this new talent play 1 song before the final skit.
Wanted us to run off the stage. I escaped through the side, and he runs off, throws the microphone down, typical Prince fashion. But it was all pretty new back then, his renegade ways. It was very fond memory.
It was a hit. Prince would go on to play 3 more times on the show. In 1989 on the SNL 15th anniversary special, in 2006 as musical guest, and in 2014, where he once again broke the mold. Instead of playing the traditional 2 songs, Prince played 3 songs, back to back, midway through the show, a nearly 9-minute set. Back up a couple of years and switch to a completely different genre. That's when Minnesota's other native son, Bob Dylan, appeared on the show. October 20th, 1979. It was the one and only time the singer-songwriter would play. Rockers The Replacements had made quite a name for themselves on the music scene. Unfortunately, when it comes to SNL, it was not a good one. Their January 18th, 1986 performance was considered a beautiful disaster. What do we mean by that? Well, first, the band not only performed intoxicated, but lead singer Paul Westerberg let out a swear word during one of the songs. The band did make a short list, though, the list of acts banned from SNL. But it certainly grabbed someone's attention because despite all that, the performance still ranks 2nd all-time on the Rolling Stones list of best musical guests. A few years later, another Minnesota staple would appear on the show. Oh no! Morris Day and the Time performed on October 20th, 1990. Morris Day also made the mistake of using an expletive during their performance.
Where the this chicken come from? I thought I ordered ribs.
While the band was not banned, it would be their only Saturday Night Live gig. If you are a Gen Xer, you no doubt have memories of Soul Asylum.
We're all kind of dudes from Minneapolis that don't really know how to act.
Lead singer Dave Pirner says the experience was unlike any other, even though performing live is what bands do.
Really felt like the band was part of like a Broadway production. People are moving fast and changing costumes, running around in this kind of chaotic situation that seems chaotic, but it's really pretty well organized.
On March 20th, 1993, Soul Asylum played Black Gold and Somebody to Shove. It was right before their mega hit, Runaway Train, was released.
It's all seemingly routine to some people, and other people are just kind of jazzed up on, wow, this is really exciting. That person would have been me.
Pirner says he grew up watching the show, so to be there was epic. Speaking of epic, those famous after parties.
I remember peeing next to Mike Myers, who I'm a huge fan of, and I couldn't believe it. I'm just like, hey man, I do a pretty good Garth. And he goes, yeah, I bet you do.
And here's a fun fact. R&B singer Sisqó may not have been born here, but calls Minnesota home. You know the thong song? He performed on SNL April 15th, 2000. And if we're collecting folks not native to our great state, let's throw Lizzo in the mix. I mean, she spent a minute or two here, right? Lizzo was musical guest 3 times on the show, once in 2019 and twice in 2022. And on April 16th, 2022, she joined a short list of people who who pulled double duty as host and musical guest.
I do love tonight's musical guest.
The show has spanned 5 decades and made an impact on several generations. So to be part of that history, well, it's just cool.
You're amongst some extremely talented people, so you're going, what am I doing here?
It was an incredible moment in time.
Soul Asylum is touring right now with a new album called Slowly But Surely, and Bobby Z is enjoying being a grandpa while still performing with The Revolution.